are here today with Stephcynie in Nashville, Tennessee at this beautiful home space. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Actually, what were you up to today?
Oh, today I went to the Museum for African American Music, and it was amazing. It's the best. Everyone should go.
Cool. Do you want to share the origin of your name?
Yes. So my name is a combination of my parents, Stephen and Cynthia. Mm-hmm. My dad spells Stephen Stephen. So they took the first part of his name, and then my mom, Cyn, Cynthia, and then they added the IE for example, because I'm an example of them. So that's
ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's sweet though. Aww.
Yeah.
Can you share the journey of finding your voice as we hear it today?
Yes, so that's a super long story, so I'm going to try to condense it. But ultimately, I came to my parents when I was 9, and I was like, hey, I want to sing for a living. And they were like, cool, if that's what you want to do, we have to make sure that you're prepared for it. And so voice lessons, piano lessons, I went to high school for music, went to college for music, and then after that kind of played around with different genres, releasing different types of music until I found what I believe is my voice that you hear today.
What do you feel is the driving energy behind your music?
The driving energy behind my music is my relationship with God, and specifically my followings of the Gospels of Jesus, and just like love and respecting people and being a light in the darkness is really like what drives me.
As an artist, what is your main message in your music?
My main message in my music is be the best version of yourself that you can be. And I try to communicate that because I want to encourage people in every aspect of their life, like as a sister, as a daughter, as a mom, as a dad, as a girlfriend, as a friend, as a boss, as an employee. Like, it doesn't matter if you are constantly trying to be your best self. You're going to always respect people. You're going to always show grace. You're going to always put your best foot forward. And there's no room for manipulation and gaslighting and being a liar or a cheater or any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's the message that I try to put through my music at all times. Like, even when I'm just talking about love, or if I'm talking about heartache, or it doesn't matter. Like, the final story that you're going to get out of it is, at the end of the day, however you handle it as your best self.
Yeah, have some integrity.
Yeah.
Yes. If you could have an evening-long conversation with any singer-songwriter in history, who would it be and why?
Oh, this is hard. Okay, I'm going to say Stevie Wonder. And the reason why is I want to pick his brain as to how he is able to write such relatable and inspiring music that also makes people dance. Like, all the time. Like, anytime a Stevie song comes on, it doesn't matter where you are. You can be in the grocery store, you could be at a wedding, you could be at the house. It's like people dance, even if it's just like a little bop, you know? Or if it comes on in the car, like, you don't switch the channel, you're just like, oh yeah, I'll listen. I'm like, how did you figure out the formula to like write meaningful songs that make people dance? Because I feel that you either get one or the other a lot of the time, right? You get like really meaningful lyrics that are like, oh, this is good, but you're not like dancing. Or you get songs that aren't talking about anything, like when you strip the lyrics down, you're like, this person is not saying anything, but it makes you move and groove, you know? So, thank you.
Gotta ask where the magic comes
from. Yeah, where?
What is your favorite thing about music in general?
Oh, what is my favorite thing about music? I think my favorite thing about music is its ability to unite people. I think, you know, you can have a room full of people who like do not get along, and you can play one song that they all like, and for that song they'll all dance and like maybe even laugh with each other, sing the lyrics, you know what I mean?
Just vibing.
Yeah, and so you'll have like 3 to 4 minutes of unity amongst this group of people that maybe hate each other. I don't know. So I think that's my favorite thing about it. It's
cool.
so powerful. It just brings people together.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
What do you love most about your music?
Ooh. Ooh, you got some good questions. Okay, my music. What do I love most? I think what I love most about my music, honestly, is the harmonic structure most of the time. Like, I really enjoy harmony, and I'm very intentional about putting harmony into my music, not just the vocals, but like even my chords a lot of the times are a little bit more complex than, you know, the average person. And so I think like being able to sneak some of that stuff in there is my favorite thing.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's just fun. I'm just like, ooh, nobody knows that's there, but I can hear it.
Intelligent music.
Yes.
You're from Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
How has being from Houston shaped your journey as an artist? And then also what was your journey from Houston to Nashville, and how did the music scenes differ? So like a threefold question.
Yeah. So Houston, honestly, while I was there, I didn't participate in the music scene so much because I was there as a kid and in high school. Okay. So my Houston experience was mostly being a part of the performing arts high school there, and then through them getting plugged into the Houston Grand Opera. So my trajectory from high school was actually to be an opera singer. So that's what they were like preparing me to do. But then I got
pipes.
This is a sidebar, but one of the things I regret just a little bit, I don't have a lot of regrets, is not like continuing to sing opera, only because when I was in high school I could sing in German, Italian, Spanish, and French, and now I can't. So yeah.
Where did it go?
Well, because you know, in high school, that's all we did was, you know, we sang arias all the time, and right. So there were rarely ever any arias that were in English, and so I had to learn how to properly pronounce the words.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wonder if other people who like do that growing up but then stop doing it also just like can't anymore after.
I wonder, because it wasn't a place of like I had to learn the language, so it's like right. I couldn't speak it, but I could sing it, and I sang it properly. And now if you ask me to sing something in Italian, I'm sure my pronunciation is trash. But back to your question. So from Houston I actually went to New York for college and studied jazz. And so my New York experience is really what shaped me as an artist and my musical everything. And so the scene there was beautiful.
What a wonderful place to study jazz.
It was amazing. And like I was surrounded by every type of artist. Like there were the old heads, like one of my teachers, you know, played with Miles Davis, and you know, so you have like all of that, and then you had people my age, and then you also had people who had already graduated and who were like, you know, mid to late 20s, and they were getting their career going, and they would like, you know, invite you to come sing or sit in, and so that kind of shaped my view of the community of artistry and musicianship. So then when I moved to Nashville, I came here kind of already with that kind of like open, I like to work with people and I want a community thing. And I was able to find a community here that then opened up so many doors for me to like release projects, to tour, and to just kind of grow into the artist that I am today. So
you're doing that. You're living your proper musician artist life.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Why don't you share with everyone what you've been doing with Pay to Play here in Nashville?
Yes. So Pay to Play is my music festival that is specifically designed to help artists get paid to play. I, as an artist, and so many of my friends always get offered gigs for exposure, or it's like, oh, it doesn't really pay, and the amount of work and time and effort that we put into a show, it doesn't seem fair to not get paid for it. And I do understand there's like a lot that goes into, promoters have to make money too and all of that. But my goal with Paid to Play is to help artists get to a level with their show where they can confidently come to a booking agent or a promoter or whatever and be like, hey, this is what I do and this is what I can offer. And as you can see, this is not the type of production that you book for free, and then, hopefully to encourage both sides to work together to figure out, okay, how can we both win off of this? Because you've clearly put in the work to, provide an entertaining show, more so a production, and it's like, we want you to play, y'all want to play, so let's work together to figure out how to make sure you get paid and to make sure that we get paid too. So I did it over quarantine virtually, and it was super successful. We had like 150 viewers and then like 15 to 20 people that were actually in the event space, and the footage we got from it was perfect. And so this year I'm trying to just do it again, but on a live level and with more support. So now that we had the like kind of proof of concept and can show people what it is, I've been able to kind of get people more involved in like, donating time or donating funds to help like move it to the next level so that we can start to like monetize and get it really off the ground. But yeah.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Thank you.
That's super exciting too, like what you can do with it. So
I can't wait.
The future's bright. I'm assuming Raise the Bar
Yes.
was about SRAP.
Yes, it is.
He told us your engagement story. And it was so cute, and I love that.
Yeah, he's a sweet, sweet, sweet man.
Do you have any other songs or projects that you're working on? That's like your most recent single. So, but do you have any other things that you're working on right now that we can look forward to?
I am constantly working on music. Over the pandemic, I was discovering more about who I can be as an artist and started dabbling more into the production side of things. So Raise the Bar is actually the first song I've ever produced, which was cool. And so I don't have, a set, like I'm releasing music in August 2021. Like I don't have that. But I just have a collection of songs that I've written over the course of the pandemic that I just decided not to put any stress on myself to try to release, but to just create. And so I think what people can look forward to is another single before the end of the year, but I'm just going to let it organically tell me when it's time to release it kind of thing. Because I have so many in the arsenal, and I'm just like, I don't know what kind of vibe I want the next one to be. You know what I mean? So
they're like little time capsules.
Yeah. Because, pandemic was a lot. And for a lot of artists, a lot of the writing and the creation was therapeutic more so. So it's like, I know at least for me, I wasn't creating things with the intention of releasing them to the public. A lot of it was just like, I just need to make sure I keep creating so I don't get depressed or, you know what I mean? So
Right.
I don't know if any of those songs are intended for an audience. Maybe I'll go back and listen to some and be like, you know what? I feel like this one is good,
And you never know. If it was for you, it might resonate with the people,
It might,
So,
yeah.
But yeah, you do you with those. Without further ado, we're going to let Stephcynie do what she does best.
Awesome.
Say goodbye again. Yeah, the cycle never ends. push and pull you back. You never try to lose a friend. And I know it's out of my hands, out of my control. This part of love is learning there's a voice inside my soul telling me it's time to let you go. Telling me it's time to let you go. Second guess again, dance with the doubt inside my head. Good things fall apart. I made up my mind, but not my heart. Baby, you still have my heart. And I know it's out of my hands, out of my control. This part of love is learning there's a voice inside my soul telling me it's time to let you go. It's telling me it's time to let you go. Sometimes your best tryings and just goodbye. Sometimes your best tryings and just goodbye. And I know it's out of my hands, out of my control. No, it's out of my hands, out of my control. Oh no, this part of love is learning there's a voice inside my soul. It's telling me it's time to let you go. It's telling me it's time to let you go. I believe I'm a dreamer, a dreamer. I believe I'm a dreamer, a dreamer. I am brave, strong, oh, I can do anything. I believe I'm a dreamer, a dreamer. Ever since I can remember, I've reached for the sky, I've set my sights high. From January to December, push fear to the side, the higher I climb. Ooh, my time is now, I've run the race, I've crossed the line, finished with grace. My time is now, the light inside, it shines so bright. Dreamer, bar. You take me to the stars. Never been there before. You love me all the way, all the way. In every way, it's so wonderful. I'm head over heels. You got me weak in the knees. This feeling is so real. I'm so glad you're here. I'm safe in your arms. Your heart beats loud and clear. Time is standing still. You know just what to say. Always, day after day, you love me all the way, all the way. In every way, it's so beautiful. I'm head over heels. You got me weak in the knees. This feeling is so real. I just want you here. I'm safe.